of Beyond the Ring. We have been writing this musical for the past 3 years, and this will be our first public presentation of it in front of an audience. The work is in a constantly fluid state of growing and changing, and we can't wait to show you this staged reading of our work.
For the past 4 weeks, we have gotten to work with these incredibly talented and hardworking actors in order to finally give our music and words their own voice. Thank you so much to our amazing cast and our incredible accompanist, who put in so much time and effort into putting the show to life. And thank you to the Park Hill Congregational Church for giving us this beautiful space that we are able to use today. We are so grateful for your generosity and appreciate all you have done for us.
A content warning: there are themes of firearms and murder. That all being said, please silence your cell phones and no flash photography. This is a 2-act reading, and there will be a 10-minute intermission. Without further ado, please enjoy the staged reading of Beyond the Ring.
Tobious, Hellion the First, expert of spiritual phenomena,
and Phineas Turks, an architect, accompanist, and a possible convict from the Canadian territories.
And so the bold explorers took to the mountains in search of what was known to be a cursed fairy ring. That is, until Professor Ram procured an elixir that made the travelers immune to the fumes, told to be made from the water of the fountain of youth. Goop, goop, goop.
But rumored to be made of urine samples and platypus venom.
Past the barrier, the three men found sprawling hills and forests full of untapped resources. They decided that this land could be a new home, a new civilization.
Yet more accurately for the time, a new resort location made profit off of the richer families of the Pacific Northwest.
Yes, Ram's elixir was only presented to the finest households as Mr. Turk began to build our town hall from a singular large rock that marked the center of the ring.
Using profits that he laundered back home.
All while Tobias contacted the spirits of the past in order to create the most harmonious community known to the modern world. until a letter arrived at our beloved town, sent from a force so daunting, so cruel, so foolish even.
Also known as the U.S. government.
The three men, now known as the Supreme Cobble Council, threatened to have their town destroyed if they didn't adhere to the demands of this us government.
Also known as government laws, like paying taxes.
But our council did not accept these demands. They had already chosen greatness, and thus an army of 100 men marched up Mount Rainier in search of the hidden paradise.
They never came. The fumes proved to be too strong for 100 armed men.
Please, God, why?
And so, the elixir was never to be used again. Never should an outsider step within this ring, and never should a resident go beyond.
And now, a century later, we still celebrate the values that our founders fought for. To honor our status, to maintain the world that we preserve, and to never, ever look beyond. Or else the spirits of the past may warn us with their great might, much like they did no less than a week ago. So let us sing in honor of their flaming strikes from the sky. Oh, don't you see this?
Lights come up on a dull, gray classroom in which Edwin and Tobi have been performing in. Mrs. Church stands next to a line of students who are sitting at their desk chairs.
Now, my students, would anyone like to explain what went awry in this presentation?
Let me see here. It was either Toby's continuous slander of our town's founders.
Or Edwin's unbearable dancing.
Yes, very good. Tobi, Edwin, did you hear that? Do you understand that your final assignment for this year was not to be another one of your disturbing jokes?
I've been working on that dance for a week. I thought it was good.
We only aimed for an accurate depiction of the founding story. It's surprising how much there is to learn from the town records if one actually takes the time to look at them, Miss Turd.
To think that you not only tried to muddy my grandfather's good name, but also mentioned what had happened no less than a week ago.
What do you mean? The warning from the spirits? At least that's what the council said it was.
What else would it be, neighbor boy?
Silence! Now look at what you've done. Your families will soon be hearing about this.
Hear what? That our founding was just as flawed as the schoolhouse? Goodness, sometimes I feel as the brains in this town are as dull as the stones we walk on. Wait, I apologize. Please don't.
If only your grandfather were here to see this. You are the reason that our spirit will send us such warnings. Some final words of advice, young girl. I suggest that you keep a linen skirt at leg length and a cap tied even tighter around your head. It is 1986, and it is time that you started acting like it. Now, students, let us finish where these two left off.
Yes, Miss Turd.
incest when everything is under my hand.
Rightly so. I believe I should leave now.
Was there something else you wish to say?
You meant under your family's name?
Well, under my family's name, of course, which practically means under my name.
Most definitely so, but not exactly.
What do you mean, not exactly?
Well, not really whatsoever. In fact, it's all under your wife's name. Now toodaloo.
What? Why are the Hellion assets not under my name?
It was in Tobias Hellion II's will that all family assets, accounts, and properties be assumed by Evelyn Hellion no matter what. Sir, you know I couldn't do anything under the wishes of one of our founders.
Do not refer to him as some omnipotent being. He wasn't just a council member, he was my father.
In law. And in law, we are provided to this predicament. But surely your wife can be trusted under your gaze, yes?
I don't believe you understand the common ideals of this town. I am the man of the house. My wife
Oh, Dean!
my love, Evelyn, we were just discussing the will.
Will you please look at your watch for once, our very first meeting?
Yes, dear, I have not forgotten.
We may discuss further later. I hope your meeting is successful. No meeting. No one mentioned such a meeting. Only a simple dinner party. No, that's all. Now, would you look at that? The table, an empty snowfield, and so close to the guest's arrival.
I believe that is your job to do, dearest.
You're right. Where is Edith when you need her? Right here, Mother.
Edith enters with a cart of cutlery and plates along with other table decorations.
Ah, Edith, an absolute angel that you are. Now, Dean, go clean up your nuts. You don't want people to think we have a rabid monkey living in this house.
Yes, dear.
Look, Mother, I spotted the monkey. Oh, Mother. Ah, Tobi, please help your sister set the table. Yes, Mother.
There's an air of coziness, of a safe retreat, yet it is also cold.
House gets so cold when I'm away, but then it doesn't disappear because my tears freeze and ice cream replace my floor. So now I stay inside and I sleep while they go. Socialize and dictate what I can do in my escape room. So I pile on the sweaters, even though it's not December. I'm tired of it being so cold. Don't wanna keep it to myself, but the words I find hard to say while crying. And I know I'm not alone, but it just gets so tiring to think no one see me if I'm not
Then there is a knocking at Tobi's window, where Edwin is perched outside on a tree branch.
What soft, what light through yonder window breaks? It is the east, and Tobi is the sun arising. You're lucky I'm mad enough to sneak up here all the time.
Well, if we'd gotten outside sooner, you had recited Shakespeare. You know, he's not my favorite.
Ah, that's right. You're more into the modern artists. Dickens and Jane Austen.
Oh, and don't forget about George Lucas.
George Lucas?
From that newspaper reading.
Oh, that's right. I hope you're not letting any of that knowledge slip among others.
I accidentally did so today. Raise eyebrows, but I promise it won't happen again.
Good. What did your parents do this time?
Just the usual tongue lashings. There's a bit of extra vigor today, you know, dinner party happening and that rather extra bold stunt that we executed.
madness finally died down. Whatever that hunk of metal was made for, it carried quite a lot of odd goods, items that we can surely dispose of in time.
What of council? I've heard rumors being spread to every corner of the ring.
One thing you will need to learn, Dean, is that a council member does not require much to persuade. What came down from the sky that day was nothing but a warning of the spirits of our land to behave as gentle townsfolk should. That's what your father-in-law would have said, and so that surely is what happened. Only children of little discipline would disagree.
Yes. Might I apologize again for my Tobi's behavior as of recently. Her rather presumptuous creativity has taken hold.
Perhaps what she needs is to drink some more water.
Yes, perhaps.
Actually, this reminds me of a topic of importance I wish to discuss. You see, my sister found something quite peculiar in the schoolhouse furnace room today.
What is it?
The design, the unfamiliarity, why, it must be from outside the ring. Most likely from that putrid thing from the sky now within our very own town.
And from the tools that they decided, we can only assume that a student had been toying with it. Perhaps to better understand it. Perhaps to use it.
Why, we know what we must do then. We must find whoever desires these sinful possessions and punish them.
You see, Mr. Hellion, here is the delicate truth. There's only one student of the schoolhouse who could have possibly done this seance. That is Tobias Hellion.
For a council member's daughter to be affiliated with such a crime, we can't let the town find out before properly fixing this. You said what you must do yourself, Dean. We can't make any exceptions.
Not even for Hellion?
You're quite familiar with our law.
Not even for a child. Oh, no.
We know. We're sorry.
Councilman, please, there's no concrete evidence for us to make such claims in the first place. This entire conversation disgusts me. Someone get rid of this thing. I wish for it to be out of my house.
Gladly.
Excuse me! What do you think you were doing?
Don't speak that way to the Duchess Buttergill, keeper of the western orchards of Cobble.
Ah! Duchess! I was wondering when you would arrive.
Tobi, take off that thing and put down that wretched device. If this isn't evidence enough of your daughter's crime, then nothing is. Mr. Hellion, you cannot deny any longer.
Gave it to her. Yes. I found this device and I thought it would suit as a sort of puzzle that my Tobi would fancy solving. I did not realize it could ever be from outside the ring, and I am certainly sorry for this mistake. Especially considering the thought that my daughter could have exposed an illegal item to another school kid. I will discipline her Enough. My whole life I spent protecting you for nothing. And nothing in return but ruin!
Please, you're crazy to think that anything could come from this. Don't you dare call me crazy. I've seen what we've done all over us away. I'm sick of your childish ways. You're forcing my hand now, making me pay. I wish you thought better, but where is the point in wishing when the hands already lifted up neither? Yeah, I dream that maybe you'll see things through my eyes, and in the end it'll be just fine. They'll clean my eyes, wash away our crimes. It'll all be alright. I'm so sick of you keeping score. It's only for me that you ever want more. I'm entitled to my say, but somehow you always get your way. So I dream that maybe you'll see things through my eyes. See, it'll all be fine. There was no need to lie. Drama's your only crime. It'll all be alright. Time and time, baby, draw the line. Don't you care to me? And try hard to keep peace of mind. I feel you can never be happy. So I dream that maybe you'll see things through my eyes. Too tempted in good eyes. I've seen the things even through my pain. You'll see that there's so many things. I know I can't always get it right, but don't you dare say I never try. I try and try and try and try and try. I try and 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 try.
Suddenly, Tobi's world turns to a dreamlike state, theme appearing out of thin air.
Mother, what's happening? No, Mother. Wait, no! Wait!
Scene 6.
Tobi. Tobi!
It is now morning in Tobi's quarters. Edith sits on the side of Tobi's bed as she sleeps.
Wake up, Tobi. Please, please wake up. Tobi, you have to know right this instant. Mother! Goodness, Tobi. Apologies. Had a frightening dream. We do not have time for this. Edith, what's the matter? Why are you woke me up so early? Tobi, before I tell you, you must make me a promise. Tell me what? You must promise me that from now on you will behave yourself. Our father requires our patience and civility now more than ever. Edith? Tobi, please. Just promise me. Will you promise to make this whole ordeal easier? Where is she? She died. Mother died in her sleep and father couldn't wake her up. Now, Tobi, do you realize the importance of your... No.
nor wish to burden on my own. However, I must do so. What is it?
No, carry on. I'm just trying to recall something.
Oh no.
I am most certain that you are set to receive all. Perhaps not. I don't quite remember. Perhaps I should review her will again.
What?
I will return shortly. Ta-ta!
Are you saying that my wife procured her own will, separate from ours?
Well, no, I'm sure that it was just a newer version of your own. Just a couple of simple revisions after
So this occurred within the last few months. Now this is one flaw too many. I am this close to casting your name into the courts and...
Please. I'm sure this is just a misunderstanding. Everything will be cleared up once I review the will again. I promise. Upon my faith of the founding of Cobble.
Fine. Off. Now.
Dean, good friend, there you are. You didn't knock. You didn't mind locking. Don't tell me you're sorry. I can still mean it.
It sounds like my remedy was of use to you.
I wish to never lay eyes upon this again.
Please consider the silver lining. Your assumption of the Hellion name is secured.
Perhaps. Or perhaps it is only Storm. Her will tell.
Her will. Please don't tell me to even keep your wife from making her own will.
All will be sorted soon. Now, you have done enough meddling with Hellion affairs. I don't need further assistance.
Perhaps we could stay to view this will of your wife.
I don't think that is necessary.
Morning. Didn't think we'd be having any guests at this time.
Neither did I. Oh, don't worry. We were just waiting to see your mother's will.
What the?
Thank you, Turt. It seems this measly paper has accumulated an audience.
Tobi!
Oh, for goodness sake.
I heard what happened. How are you? Oh, to lose your mother. How horrible. Even if she was a needle to your body.
What did you say about coming through the window?
I know, but I simply had to see you, and I couldn't let you face this loss alone.
Tobi?
Get this chimney sweeper out of our house.
Father, this is my dearest friend. Could you please let us in our time of need?
I know I might have a few rips in my hands, but that doesn't make me a chimney sweeper.
After the mockery you made of our family name last night, I thought you would understand the consequences of your actions. I swear, if your mother were here right now, why she would.
What? What would she do, Father?
I found it. Warning to you all.
Very good. We may assess these later.
Oh, please, Dean, I see no harm in us learning what the whole fuss is about this peculiar will.
I'm beginning to think I don't have a choice in the matter.
The welfare of the town rarely gives you such liberties. Go on, Dean. We must know what your wife was planning for the Hellion name.
Read it.
Well, I will attempt to pinpoint the information of importance. I, Evelyn Rose Hellion, daughter of Tobious Hellion II, heir to the Hellion estate and belongings, and through technicality, third term member of the Supreme Cobble Council, hereby state that in the Reaper's grace I am found victim to an untimely death, and all assets and properties will be transferred under Dean Hellion's possession.
You see, Dean, nothing of threats.
As for the collective wealth to the Hellion name, half will also be passed on to Dean Hellion.
What? Half?
Well, a quarter of the Hellion wealth will be reserved for Edith Hellion and her future husband to wed. As for Tobias Hellion...
That is enough. We have heard plenty.
Please?
I promise you will want to hear this. As for Tobias Hellion III, when it is time for my body to be laid to rest beneath the earth, then I wish for my daughter, Tobi, to be buried with me, as she is unfit to live beyond my supervision, and therefore should share my fate beneath the tombstone.
must be a joke.
Eyes don't deceive me.
Of course they don't. You wrote the will, didn't you? What sort of naive stunt did my wife intend with these
I
words?
didn't write this section. It was most surely different proportion. She must have made another revision.
That's one bloody revision. All right, to think she would even ask such a thing.
If it is in the will, it is the will.
Dear Tobi, do not speak of the dead in such a manner.
What's the money? What's that?
I can wish for my own death.
Upon this refreshment, I can confidently say that that was her original intent. I'm sorry.
Even though that is completely beyond what an average will would ask.
And yet, it still resides within the will. A legal document.
What are you suggesting, Mr. Turtle?
Oh, nothing. I'm just considering how we can maneuver around this declaration without if we can in the first place.
If?
I don't believe there is even an if. We have a way of carrying out ordeals in this town. We simply cannot retract our law just because of an unconventional request.
What was written has been written and therefore deemed necessary to carry through by oral law.
Yes, you know what? I agree. Evelyn, the direct bloodline of the Hellion family, had a right to determine the status of her properties, even that of her own daughter. Who are we to disrespect that?
I cannot believe this. The first time in Cobble history you full-heartedly listen to the words of another woman. It is to silence another one. I know every piece of legal history in this town, and nothing states anything like this. I mean, Section 13 of the American law, nothing. The guidelines and the conservation laws wouldn't even dare say such a punishment. I mean, you couldn't even interpret the oath of the Ring's loyalty or allegiance to the Supreme Cobble Council as such unless you wanted to manipulate.
Please.
I believe you should just go to your room for a glass of water.
We can discuss what the will means later.
Get away from me.
Tobi, don't make this more difficult than it has to be. Tobi! Say stop! What are you doing?
Can't you stay here? Then they won't let me live.
This is madness, Tobi, and not the good kind.
Then come with me.
What?
We've always dreamt of leaving this town. This is it. And we can see this all together.
But Tobi, our lives, our families, our reputations.
Tobi!
I can't,
Sorry, Edwin.
and neither can you.
Edwin, please.
You are the fairest stars in all.
Out of my way, Jimmy! No, Tobi! Tobi, don't! No!
Scene 8. A thick, misty forest opens to a stream of mushrooms that wraps around the border of Cobble.
I know the Agaricus Ora. Versailles.
ridiculous.
Tobi!
Edith,
Oh dear gosh, Tobi, what has gotten into you?
you followed me all this way.
I saw you running into the woods, and now you're... How are you?
How am I? Oh, it worked! Look at that, it worked! I'm
Blankets? A lantern? I can't believe it. You're planning to go after her, aren't you?
You've done enough to this family. Just stop meddling with our lives.
You think you're gonna survive out there? You're just gonna join Tobi in the woods.
She's far beyond the woods, and I'm going to bring her back.
Edith, you'll die.
And why would you care?
Let me help you. Let me help you bring Tobi home.
You're a fool to think that.
Edith, there is only one person in this entire town that you could trust who wants to bring Tobi home alive. And that's me. You know it to be true. Letting her leave was the worst mistake of my life. I will not make another one.
If you want to join me, you'll need this.
Tobi's medicine? That her mother's always bothering her about?
She took it before she left. I don't know why Mother would. All I know is that it will help. You will also need this.
Edith pulls out a 19th century style firearm.
Edith, these are not necessary.
We don't know what we'll find out there. Leave at sundown. We do not look back.
Scene 11. We are now just outside the high school baseball field. There's the sound of a toilet flushing from somewhere nearby.
All right, Kev. You've been waiting for this ever since you T-boned that Mercedes. Big K's about to take the field.
Hello.
Whoa! Sorry, I was just, say, are you that chick I met at Brandy's place on Friday?
No, you've never met me, and there's no way to remember my face.
Ow! Oh, hey, what is this?
If you don't struggle, it'll be easier for both of us.
I watched you fade away. Why did I ask you to stay? I didn't know who to look to.
Just check the bathroom. He isn't there, Coach.
What are we supposed to do now?
It looks like you fellas need pictures.
Sage, I told you it's not happening. Back to the stairs.
Your brother should have told you it's me. You're basically a forfeit.
You can't go with her, Coach. She's a buzzkill and a girl. Everyone's gonna freak out again if she goes on the
I didn't hear anything about her paying rent.
Yeah, like this dirt hole is worth anything.
Give you a roof and food, and this is how you pay me? I've had it with you. I'm tired of hearing you play with the boys' baseball team, bringing filthy runaways into our home.
So what? You're gonna treat me like how you treated Ron?
Sage, I'm giving you two options. Belts or streets? You decide.
Not a tough question. Come on, Tobi. We're leaving.
That's right. Leave like you always do. I know you'll come back eventually.
Scene 2. We now return back to the Hellion estate. It is even colder and more empty than before.
I wake up early in the morning before the sun has arose. The wolf know how to be alone with the way they get cold. Now my youngest daughter's gone. She ran away, put dishonor on my name. I carved my heart out for her, but she still ran away, leaving nothing in her place. Oh, woe is me, what has become of my family? I held the strings and watched them come undone. They asked everything of me, I asked for nothing, but still they wanted everything. Hate me, but don't say that you hate me. Give me any other reason for why you're leaving. Wasn't I who ruined everything? We were all once a happy family. Oh, woe is me, what has become of my family? I'm tired of watching things fall apart, but I don't understand, for I'm a perfect man. I've done my job, I've played my part. Oh. They all watch from their houses and say what a bad job I've been doing on my own. And they whisper their secrets, make it so hard to be anything but the man left alone. Well, I'm done. I'm taking back my pride. I'm not the villain in their eyes anymore. Well, I'm done. I'm taking back my life. I'll let them leave if that's what they decide.
Perhaps we haven't considered all the factors at hand.
Others have, man.
I mean, the girl was always scavenging the town of archives. She couldn't be talking behind the scriptures at this very moment, or the schoolhouse, the town hall. Surely she didn't flee from the woods.
From what the Outerland peasantry have reported, she has.
And the woods people look. I know the southern marsh is quite.
Enough!
skull long we shall only find an empty vessel.
I realize how grim and pointless this may all seem, but a body is still a body to find.
And the vital one at that. Perhaps to be an example on how to better calm our townspeople. She was a strong metabolism.
And as a sign of the town that we truly fulfill our promises, and as a sign that Cobble Burrow is safe once again.
Safe? You think I've felt safe ever since I was appointed to this bloody seat? When my position was questioned, my values and moral boundaries disposed of, along with the constant threats I've been paraded by you, Mr. Church, how can you tell me that this town is safe?
You had that sort of privilege when there was a plague growing in your house. You should be grateful for the aid we have served you. You had 2 problems, and we gave you 2 solutions.
You were the one that revoked. I did what was necessary. It would have all worked out fine if your foul wrath of a daughter hadn't been so nimble.
My solution was splendid. We should have just utilized it twice. The townspeople would have been too suspicious anyways.
I thought there was a difference between corrupt men and monsters. How can you still smile at the sight of me losing everything? How would you think a man could lose both his wife and 2 daughters and expect him to still follow your every command?
Of his daughters. I
meant.
No, this is just good. You couldn't even keep track of your last kin?
I'm so sorry I ever tried to disrespect you. There was no need. Poor, pathetic boy.
Well, I'm done. And if they all die, oh God, at least I am alive, so I can keep on living on.
got another one of those nightmares, didn't you?
Yeah, just right as I was standing there, it's like I'm being haunted.
I know exactly the right person to help. My aunt lives just a couple hours away.
Siege, you don't have to take care of me anymore if you don't want to. It's unacceptable what I just did.
And did what?
Let's go find Jahan.
Scene 4. It is now nighttime in the middle of the woods, and a tent and campfire have been arranged. Edwin enters with a large map.
When Tobi was a quarter till 6 years old, and approximately the size of a bourbon barrel, she suffered a fracture to the right foot after attempting to hitch the back of a moving carriage and spitting in the farmer's face, thus being pushed off. Since then, she has developed a slight lean towards the right side, specifically moving at a 20-degree angle. We now find ourselves at two possible scenarios: a venture down the valley hill to the left, or an attempt at the incline to the right. And yet, despite her body's natural instinct to head in her permanent injury's pleading direction, I know that my Tobi would most certainly move at a decline to make a more efficient escape from Cobble Burrow and a sooner arrival to another destination, which, from the growing calls about normal sounds and machines that we've been facing as of recently, means that we are close and ready to find our poor lost...
She surely just went up the hill.
Confident one, you are.
Perhaps just proper intuition.
I have the exact same education as you did, Edith.
And yet there are some things you cannot learn unless in the right household.
Curious, isn't it? All these metal structures all connected by wire, and the roads all covered in black. What use could it all have?
There's no need to gawk. This is what our founders decided to leave, remember?
Yes, of course. Do you have any sort of fun interests, or do you only take joy in life when you're squishing me with your velvet-laced diamond heels?
My only interest at the moment is finding Tobi. I thought you and I had that same factor in common.
If you could recall, Tobi's my friend. Out of the two of us, I think we actually know who wants her back.
What does that mean?
Well, I thought an educated girl such as
I
yourself
care for
would...
my sister just as much as you do. I care for my family's stability and for a title that we are this close to losing. I care for what's at stake if my father isn't able to bury his daughter.
That is not the same as caring for your sister.
And if you were a true friend, then you would understand what a woman in this world has to do to protect herself, even if that means.
You really don't think there's any chance of her coming back alive?
Even if she does, we know it's going to happen to her.
That's not true. There's still a chance that the council could listen.
Oh, forget it! Would you rewarded whether or not she's married?
You think I only care to...
That's what you always wanted, isn't it? To join our family. To rule this town. Quite funny when you think about it. You and I are the exact same person.
I've only ever wanted a warm, happy place to call home with my future wife. And I am going to get exactly that.
You'll see.
Where are you?
Dude, where are you even taking us?
I swear this is the right place. Washspring Pine Lodge. It happens every year right here.
I thought we were going skating, I think, but honestly, Randy, this is a little scary.
Don't worry, babe. I'll protect you. No one's laying a finger on those rhinestone bracelets. Your beautiful, massive character.
Would any of you gentlemen know the whereabouts of Tobias Hellion?
Oh no, it's another one of those ninja god girls. Oh, please don't tell me out.
God, she looks more honest to me.
Hello! Apologies for my associate. We are simply looking
way, arch-nemesis.
Where are they now?
We just saw them leave this diner we were at. Probably running away to get married after what we saw.
What?
No. I think Sage has an aunt who lives up in Tacoma in like a White House. That's probably where they're driving to. Now please, let my Kev go.
Very well. That is if you suffice to this passage to the so-called territory of Tacoma. Now go, fetch us the closest carriage.
Carriage?
I think she meant your cabin.
Oh, right. Parking lot's over there. Whatever you want.
Follow your French from me, boy.
Okay. Yeah, whatever.
Wait. This Sage. What has she done with Tobi?
All I'm saying is, Sage and Tobi are definitely not just friends. If you catch my drift, cab out.
Scene 5. Lights come up on a rounded room covered in colorful patterns and odd knickknacks, such as absurdist paintings, incense on tables, and tie-dye sequin print furniture. In the center is a column and a door covering the stairway of the lighthouse. The windows outside show a dark, starry sky in the Pacific Ocean.
Auntie! It's Sage! Are you home?
You know, from what I've read, this is certainly more intricately decorated than your average lighthouse.
Why, thank you. I like to say that my taste is a mix of Carlo and the Mongolian Renaissance.
Gee, don't scare us like that.
Oh, I apologize. Now come here, my darling little dread brute. Now, why does Auntie have the honor of seeing you? Is your father behaving himself?
Oh, yeah. Everything's fine at home. I'm just here to visit.
Of course! You've been looking to awaken your spiritual potential! I'm so glad to hear that you're fine and ready to...
No. I told you that's not exactly my jam. My friend here is looking for exactly that kind of thing, though.
Ah, yes. I know this beautiful tangerine.
From the border! You know, for a minute, I thought you were some kind of woodland fairy or a witch.
No! I'm something far better.
A hippie?
Have you still been hearing that spirit sing to you?
Yes, I started to see her in my dreams, and then even now when I'm awake. And worst of all, it's my mother, who should no longer be with us.
Typical Libra. I know it's possible.
You know, I don't really think there's anything that can be done. I'm starting to think that I'm simply going mad.
And I thought the same thing at your age when I first started speaking to the spirits of the past. Much like the sage shall experience soon enough.
Not happening.
That is, until I felt the soft hands of my Italian lover in the summer of 73.
Just your average September night in the Italian
6. We are now at the lighthouse, just outside of the beach.
Where can I go? I can't face the woods again, but I can't leave Sage. Sage. I have to go. I need to. Evelyn.
Look at you standing alone on this beach. Your old dress suited you well. Opposite touch and the way you speak about life being so swell. Don't run away from me now, Tobi. Don't fear the things you have to face. The house misses the space you take. It's golden now you're gone. I walk modestly from place to place. I can't seem to move on. Don't run away from me now, Tobi. Don't fear the things you have to face. Tobi, don't you ever wonder what it's like to be stuck in last place. I did before I got here. Now I know that losing is not having you at home. Don't you know I love you, Tobi? No, I want you with me home.
I can't go home. They'd kill me if I tried.
But Tobi, where's the harm in putting up a fight? No, I died, you'd survive.
I don't wanna try.
By my side,
I can't do that if I'm dead.
can't do that if you're here, Tobi. All I want is only going and bringing you home. Gotta keep you alive, whatever I sit by your councilman's side. I didn't mean
You
that.
never wanted a council seat?
You keep misinterpreting,
Is this why
Tobi.
you preferred to be in the first place? You rush on to my parents to use me like some wearable crown?
It meant saving.
That's not how it sounded. Have you run out of lies? Ones you just say I love you. Don't even try. I got you tied
Tobi, I'm sorry I couldn't.
You know what will happen if you leave, Tobi? Your outsider friend won't be coming with you.
No.
Nor will you ever find her.
No, you wouldn't be so cruel.
I won't have to do a thing if you find her. Do what you're told to do.
Don't listen to her, Tobi. I'll be fine. Just go.
Do not test me, Tobi.
I'll go.
Really?
Tobi, you can still see the whole world if you just go.
You're all I need to see in the world, Sage. If it means I get to keep you here, then I'll come home.
We are now back in Cobble Burrow, in another cold, dull, lifeless room. Edwin stands in front of a mirror, attempting to fix himself up.
The townsfolk should be in place soon enough. All is nearly ready.
Thank you. The chapel looks wonderful. She would have loved to see it.
I doubt it. You went all that way to find her. You truly did love her.
I did.
Did it hurt?
More than fire coals to the skin.
Did it hurt to kill her?
How did you know?
Takes one to know one. Just promise me this. You will get your counsel one day, but do not shed any more blood trying to keep it. It isn't worth it.
It was an accident. Yes, maybe I wanted wealth. Maybe I wanted security. I wanted respect. Who wouldn't? But most of all, I just wanted to be with my Tobi.
For men like us, who have already committed the act, there isn't any difference between love and hunger.
Getting cold feet, are we?
No, just nervous.
Please, Evelyn. The only bad portion that can bitter a wedding is if the groom sees the bride before the ceremony. Luckily for you, this isn't an open casket.
The chapel is covered in white and black flowers, along with drapes and other decor covering the walls, along with all the Cobble Burrow townsfolk filling the seats of the space. To one side, there's a beautiful portrait of Tobi, garnished along the rim. To the other side is a wedding. Edith and Dean have been carrying a casket down the aisle, and eventually set it right side up to face Edwin. Its most distinguished feature is a hole specifically cut so that the decorated pale arm of Tobi can stick out of it. Professor Ram takes the stage.
Welcome, our beloved townsfolk. We gather here today to join one soul to the memory of another. Today, we celebrate the life of Tobious Hellion and the love of Edwin Tserrof. We have witnessed much sorrow and loss within these past few days, and yet we hope that binding the spirit of a misguided yet admirable young woman to this heroic young man should bid her fair travels into the open arms of Cobble Burrow's guiding angel. Now we have the groom present his vows.
Two of the fairest stars in all the land. My dear Tobi, I hope within your slumber you will not think of what had been done, but of what beauty came before it, of the adventures we had, about the town, the knowledge and fun we saw. I fought to continue this life with you, and now that past life may live with me forever within this I-made image.
Now, do you, Edwin Tserrof, take this vessel of Tobias Hellion to be your lawfully wedded wife?
I do.
That you may do what you wish.
Mr. Turk presents a pillow with 2 rings. Edwin picks up the first ring and puts it on his own hand. He then takes the second ring and puts it on the lifeless, dangling hand of Tobi, which he then kneels on one knee and kisses.
Thank you.
That brings us, gentle townsfolk, to the second portion of our ceremony. We now invite those who wish to present some final words in honor of the departed and the recently wedded. As expected. Then,
I have something I would like to read in honor of Tobi.
right, actually. There isn't really anything better out there. Sure, some things are different. We have nicer toilets now, but for a time I was able to get to know Tobi, and it was some of the best moments of my life. Because I found someone who felt just as trapped as me, but somehow together we were free. And I learned that no one should have to live in a cage. None of you should. Not even those who stood by at the execution of the girl that I loved. If you think there's more to what's out there, if you think you can find happiness somewhere else, then go. Go find it and never let anyone take that from you, because I never would have known that it could happen until Tobi found me.
Give it all.